This bag is not the exciting one. These boxes, however, I have always wanted to put in a kicker sound system into a car. I've never felt like I've had a car that's been worthy of one, whereas this thing, 15-year-old me would be frothing right now. So we've got some 6 inches for the front, 6x9s for the rear, 5-channel amp to do speakers and sub. So I can just run the one power cable to it, the one earth, the one signal wire, and this will do 300 watt at 2 ohms. So then the next thing to do was to buy a 2 ohm speaker, because if you run a 4 ohm sub, it will only do 150 watt. The next thing is to find a suitable sub. We got a 10-inch 2 ohm sub. I think this one goes to 500, just on the power limit to be able to power this one according to our little power meter here. And then to control the sub volume on the go, just because sometimes you don't want to be driving around with full bass all the time. You want to be able to turn it down, have a conversation. To wire it all up, we've got a 4-gauge 4-channel kit because it's a 5-channel amp. We had to get an extra set of RCAs. We also took a stop at Bunnings and got some of this multi-seal stuff, so I'm going to be putting this to try and help seal up all the mounting surfaces where the speakers are going, just because if you mount a speaker directly onto metal, you're going to have a bit of that reverberance. It's going to cancel out some of the vibrations. So before I bought anything, I kind of took apart some of the interior already. It turns out it didn't even have any speaker in my front right door anyway. And I'm assuming there's meant to be some kind of speaker holder, so it looks like this job's going to be getting even bigger. We're going to have to kind of make a plate for here for the speaker to actually sit into. Damn ice cream vans here. Seats come out, run some wires, run it all through to the boot, run our power wire, and then we've got to make up a plate for here, probably same for the other side, and then I've got to come up with some kind of mounting system for the amp in the boot. What's the odds of fitting this right in there? So we don't have to really ratchet it out. Oh, beautiful. We need to be able to lift that up enough to be able to get our hand to pull that under. So that is original speaker wire. We don't need that one anymore, so we're going to feed that one back through. Hopefully. Because that's coming from our head unit, so all this stuff is going to get pulled out anyway. All the washers they've got on the bolt for the seatbelt. Pretty sure that's not factory fitted. I'm gonna kill this fly. Land on me again. Got him! We've put 1,000,001 zip ties for this rear speaker. How the heck Skyline rear seats come out? I have no idea.
There are 2 hooks that you gotta pry up on. So if you look right here.
So the 2 bolts that are meant to be there are not there. Cool. So I'm doing everything right. There's just no actual screws or bolts to take out because they're not there. Oh, we got a wicked leg cramp. Ah! Why? Woo! There's a puff. Deadlift. Oh. Ha! This stuff is gross and manky and probably not doing anything anymore anyway, so that is going. And we will cover that with sound deadening. Because this stuff being in the boot, that's easy enough to sort out that wiring while we're down there. To make sure we get our wires correct. One with the black line, goes to the black line, get a good twist in there, fold it back on itself. That way if you tug on it, it's not going to come apart too easily. Shove the heat shrink over. Nope. We got way more than we need for it, but that's fine. Oh, quick, the wind stopped for a second. Sort of. Given the current time of day, we can pretty much only... I can pretty much only run some wiring tonight. This knocks out a big job for tomorrow. So these two, back of our head unit. I might check the back of the amp first and see what room is like, if we need the right angle side there or if we go the straight side there. Ooh, certified power. We might have to kind of alternate between them. So go right angles on one of them to face it out. Straights on the other one. Right angles coming this way. Oh, we're good. We've got so much of it to pull through. It probably would have been smarter to go from the back and feed it in. But the problem is I'm going to have a lot of excess wire hanging on the end of that to feed to my door speakers. Whereas at least this end, that's all the same. So I can just pull that through all in one kind of clump. It does mean, annoyingly, having to feed everything through until we get to the end of this wire. So that's to power out fronts. How to do that about 10 more times through the bottom of the interior. At least it won't be as annoying to do as what that is. Place where we got it feeding up into is just up through there. And then the only other thing we have to run is our power wire. There's a hole in the firewall here, right in the corner, so that'll be nice to keep everything tucked away for me. Come on. We're gonna try feed it the opposite way and see if we have any more luck with that. There goes that. probably should have run the wire for this, but just to test the thing out, we're just gonna screw them straight in. Our little multicolor one, that's gonna be our sub, and then the straight ones, they're gonna go in the middle. So then I have to remember the 90-degree ones are up the other end. This is so good. I don't think I've ever put such nice things on it, into a car before. Alrighty, we'll do the rest tomorrow. Next job on the list. Shut up! Creating some kind of like plate here for the speaker to actually mount onto. Put in like little rivets into here, that way I can actually bolt the plate down. I'm doing this because that'll give us a crease on where the outline is. Another hole there. Another hole there. I'm liking that. The other side didn't even have a speaker. If we chuck that on there, bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. We're going to trace out a hole for our speaker so we can dummy fit the speaker into here. Oh, we're golden. Time to go and get uncomfortable for the next 10 minutes. This stuff from Bunnings, $3 for 5 meters. Why did I go to Bunnings for this stuff? Because I had a look at actual speaker sealer or speaker foam, and then I looked at this and it literally just felt like the same thing. we're just going to rock this instead. So what this is going to do is separate the metal to metal, just direct contact, because it's not going to be completely glued on here. It's still going to have that chance for that little bit of vibration, which I want to try and take out. Alright, so we can do that, and we can do that. I feel terrible for doing this, but my 10mm bolts, don't fit in there. It's just got to get widened that tiny little bit. Alright, I gotta go from the other side to put these in. Because that's bare metal there, as I put it in, I'm gonna spray some like rust preventative sealer on there, so then it'll compress it down and it'll kind of put it all over there as well. And that should hopefully stop it from rusting. So I spent a bit of time trimming up all the wires, so the ground wire, power wire, all the other signal wires, speaker wires, they're all trimmed up. So we kind of got rid of all the excess there because the amp's not going to move anyway. And then all our RCAs, because they're not really meant to be trimmed or anything, all the excess is just sitting underneath here. Then it all kind of goes up behind, gets tucked in behind the board. and then runs to its relevant locations. And then we've got the sub here, just really nice, clean, easy setup. Mark out where the edges of the holes are. Oh, fresh blade, feels so nice. What do you think?
It's good. I like it.
Oh yeah, it's nice outside.
I know, it's like
It's so hot.